Hello, Jacob. How are you, Jacob? Bandit. How are you, Bandit? Good, Bandit. Very well. How are you, my friend? Oh man. This is a big boy case. I don't know how I'm gonna get this on my desk. I ran into this similar problem the other night. What am I doing here? I work here, Jacob. This is my life. It's my story. This is my life. Does anyone know that reference? Please tell me you do. Chadwick, how are you? Some could argue filling in time is a job in and of itself. That is work. It takes work. It takes dedication. Okay, folks. 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 AFL is full. So we're going to rip a full case of Woody Stars. And if that's not work, I don't know what is. Alright, Mac. NBA and Mac has 12 left. Their orders counted as well. Celtics 79. The Hornets are 95. Mavs are 209. Rockets are 199. Lakers 239. Grizzlies are 129. Bucks are 95. Magic are 75. 76 are 75. There should be 76 bucks. Trailblazers 85. Spurs 519. The Jazz are 99 bucks. 80 bucks off on the Spurs. Jesus Christ. Go and get some mains in NBA and Mac. There is a loaded mini for Warriors and the Timberwolves and Co. It's only 49 bucks. Top 4 win. Warriors are like a 200, maybe even 300 actually. I don't know. They're an expensive team, and you can get them for 49 bucks. There were 299 discounted to 269 in the main. Timberwolves are also a big boy chase. They were 129 in the main after the discount. Go get some mini spots and Immaculate Soccer. Immaculate Soccer is so good. Let's be honest, folks. It's such a good product. It really is. They've knocked out at the park once again. Van Basten, others 69. Zlatan's 99. Ajax 89. Argentina, others 69. Villa, who put up a genuine fight last night against PSG, are 49 bucks. Iniesta Xavi, 59, plus others, 89. Zlatan Lua is 99. The Bees are 19 bucks. Brighton without Fatty is 29. Frankfurt's 19. England Kane, 89. Rooney, 59. Saka is only 69 bucks. Mbappe is a big boy, 179. Go and get some Mbappe magic. France others, 59. Fulham is 19 bucks. Germany others 89, Italy others is 69. Zidane and Zlatan 119. Korea's 89. Haaland KDB is there. Man City others. It's gonna take all night. Rooney Newcastle. CR7 still alive. Go get CR7. Someone. Pulisic Portugal. Real Madrid others. USA men and USA ladies spot. GT others sounds like it would sell out on every single break. That would be an amazing spot. Who wouldn't want that spot? I need the last few names for AFL before we get carried away. I really need the last few. Alright. West Coast, Kate. Thank you, Kate. Put you down. What is going on here? West Coast. Alan, good luck with the Sydney Swans. Brady's got Essendon. Good luck, Brady. And we are full up. I one day want to live to see someone from across the country. We have many international customers. And one day I want to see one of them buy into AFL. I want to live to see that day. Are you break from uni, G2? I am on break starting next week, I think. Next week. But we have a really weird timetable at our uni because we basically get like a month and a half off. So I used to be a deacon. When I was a deacon, we'd have 3 trimesters, and the actual trimesters were usually pretty chill. But we'd get like shittle breaks for the inter-trimester breaks, if that makes any sense. But then when you have the big uni holiday, we get literally 6 months. Whereas this uni, you're technically at uni for longer throughout the year, but your breaks in between are for longer. If that makes any sense at all. I feel like it doesn't, but that's okay. Where's the MLB? Somewhere in Emad's rectum, I'd imagine. Perth is nearly international. It actually genuinely is. I can't believe how long. I have a best friend who lives in Perth, and I used to visit him all the time, and then I genuinely just couldn't do it anymore because it was like catching a flight to England and back. Alright, I'm going to take you over. Alright, I'm getting carried away. I'm going to take you over here. Show you that. That's where you ended up in AFL. Good luck, folks. I'll chuck that in the Facebook and we will just get stuck straight in. I need to do one little thing. I need to grab that. I need to put it in. Yay. Mm-hmm. 4347. G1 is live on the whatnot, doing the world's biggest NBA single stream. He might be live. I think he's live. I'm pretty sure he's live. 7 p.m. 20 minutes. All right, we've got 20 minutes and then he starts. Ryan, how are you, Ryan? All right, let's go over here. Good luck. Let me get this monster on my desk. This will always be the hardest part of my day. Fitting enormous AFL cases on my desk. Okay, that's a case. Let's flip it over and open it up. So, Bandit, to answer your question that I don't think I answered very well, I get a week off, but it's all over the place because I'm in masters now. They really just don't care about your mental health, and they expect you to work on your thesis all throughout the year, and placement is going to be even worse. Right, that is a seal case. Let me take these boxes out. Okay, out of the way. What are we going to do here? Like that. You don't need to announce yourself, guy. I can read. But hello. How is Guy? Are you saying that because you want everyone to forget that your real name is Gim? You get this week off, back next Wednesday. Yeah, that's a pretty shocking break. 1 week is just not enough. It really isn't. So I think I'm supposed to go in on Thursday, and then I think we might get Friday off. Is it Easter this week or is that next week? I honestly don't even know. I think it's next week. So I get Friday off next week, I think. And then there's just classes everywhere. I've got a class on a random Thursday that I'm supposed to have off during that break. I really don't know. I haven't paid enough attention to my timetable to be really answering any of these questions, which shows you the mental effort I'm putting in. I go into 4% mode when I'm at uni. I just literally just sit in the class, occupy space and time, and not much else. Good luck, folks. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. It'd be amazing if this box opened. I really screwed that up. Alright, we're in. I know, Chad. I know. Buckle in, Chad. We're only going to be here for the next 4 hours. Nah, I feel like I've got this down to a solid hour 20. I think I can even maybe manage an hour. Maybe. And you get to have me entertain you as well for that time. So it's not all bad. Base out the way. We're starting off with Ruben Gindi. That's a good start. Mason Wood as well. Base. Got speed. Hi, I am gay. I'm good, thanks. G2 Princess, how are you? I'm actually very well. I'm doing very well, thank you. Okay. Matt Roll. That's a numbered boy out of 799. Jack Viney. Base. How is that affliction treating you, guy? I bet you I can. I don't know why I would, but I bet you I can. No, Anderson, that's a numbered boy. Jared Witz. Young. Mr. Hayden Young. Are you on the source? Is that what's going on right now? I need to really sort out my business situation because it's out of control. It's out of control. Come over, guy. I will. I wouldn't be able to prove it to you anyway right now because I don't have face cam on. Colin Predictor, signature for the Cats. That's out of 60. Colin Cats. Edge along. Matt, Tom. Go on, Matt. Base. It's 9:45. Guy, where are you? Are you in Saudi Arabia or is it someone else? Or are you in the UK? 9:45. 12 hours. No, that's like 9, isn't it? You're in the UK, yeah. How did I know that? 85, Jack Steele. I bet I could predict where you are in the UK as well. Mate, I have to do simple time zone addition every week when I call my sister who still lives over there. Sam Durham for the Bombers out of 99. Bang. Back with Fan for a bit. Sounds good, guy. I'm going to say you are in Either Birmingham. You're either in Birmingham or you're somewhere up north. Liam Jones. Sam Collins is the numbered player 399. Taylor Walker, base. People don't say where I am is north. Are you in Hull? I was born in Hull. I don't know why did you guess Manchester first. It seems like an obvious choice. Jamie Elliott. That's very nice. It's at a 199 for the Pies. We also have Brandon, whose last name I can't pronounce. Driving to the Hull today. Hull is definitely a place. Swinging in for a light spot of fishing. You know Hull used to be a fishing village? It's how it started. That was the origin of Hull. And now I don't really know what you call it. You need to go to St. Stephen's. If you actually go into Hull City Square, you need to go to St. Stephen's. It's actually a very good shopping centre. I'm genuinely jealous. I want to go back to the UK so bad. Ben King for the Suns out of 99. Lincoln. Bang. I don't think I've ever been to Lincoln. That's like in the middle, isn't it? Connor. I don't. That's just the base. It's the base. The Deep is also very good. I didn't actually read that part. The Deep is very cool. It's really all they've really got. Are you going to York as well? You might as well if you're going to Hull. York is amazing. It's so good. Jack Sinclair, Sam Taylor. I did discover a few numbered base cards. I haven't really figured out how some of the Luminous are numbered, but they are. So when I was sorting, there we go, there's one. The Bulldogs. But I still don't know what makes that numbered. Yeah, good call. How far is the drive? Lincoln, I feel like wouldn't be that far away. Maybe an hour and a half. That's not good. Alright, that was box one. Where are we for time? 18 minutes? That's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. York's good, but my 1 year old and 4-year-old won't appreciate it. That's very fair. That is very fair. It's definitely not the place you take kids. It's kind of a little bit boring if you're under the age of 10. Just over an hour. I'm gonna have to go to Lincoln one day when I go back to visit, and eventually, whenever that happens. I just can't do the flight. This is really the only thing stopping me. I genuinely, if I was to do it again, I would need an amazing reason to be going over there, and I'd also need probably about 15 layovers. I think I need to stop in every state on the way out of Australia for at least a couple of nights, and then I need to stop in the first country that we fly over, and every country thereafter until I make it to England. Being 6'4" on a 24-hour plus flight is genuine hell. Like Liverpool would have to be in the World Cup, Club World Cup, and it would need to be held in England for me to go back. Josh Tracy or Tracy? Jack Bone and Harold. Bennett, where would you go? Where would you go if you went back to the UK? Would you even know? James Sicily. That's a boom. Boom out of 85 for the Hawks. Connor Rozier, Max Gawn, and base. Sean Darcy for the Dockers. That's out of 240. Matthias and Tom Green. Base. London actually genuinely isn't great. So many people just go there and nowhere else, and it boggles the mind. Dylan Moore out of 240. I actually don't like London at all. It's a really hot take, but I don't. So ridiculously expensive. Back, like, don't get me wrong, London at one point was amazing. Maybe when I was like 15. So going back like 13 years, London was good. Now it is a hole. Just way too expensive. Traveling around London is not terrible, but like, it's the people. It's the way they've kept the fucking underground tunnels, and just how disgusting it gets down there. And it's just so expensive. Like, I remember, I think the last time we went there would have been late 2019 or 2018, something like that. Team English, and it was just a mess. So expensive. Food was ridiculous. Yes, I know. Nah, I'm well off on it. I think if I ever went back, I would go nowhere near it. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I don't even know really what happened. Actually, you know what? London sort of gives me Chapel Street vibes. Not in that it's like deserted wasteland, but like that's where it's headed if they don't do something. Max Holmes, Geelong Cats. It's at 99. 66 at 99 side. Zach Butters and Liam Duggan. Base. There's just so many amazing places in the UK that I feel like you could do a very good trip for probably the same cost as staying in London. Out of 40, we got an epic Sam Walsh. I'll put that in a top loader. Base. Hey. Very nice hit. The Blues. Influential midfielder. Bang. Manchester actually is good, and it always has been. And I don't get why anyone has ever said anything against it. Like, I know the weather is pretty miserable, but that's just fucking England in general. You're not going to suddenly go to London and get clear skies. But there's so much to do in Manchester, and it's actually like a very fun place to visit. Like I spent not maybe not the last time I was there, but if probably like 2015 or something. We went over to visit my family and went to Manchester, and I literally spent a good day, like just full 8 hours in the National Football Museum, and it was one of the best days of my life. Paddy Dangerfield for the Cats out of 99. It's not bad. Go on, Cats. That's a toolbox is down. Should go to Myanmar. Fairly certain that's not in the UK. Shorty T! I'm sorry to hear that, Sean. I genuinely am. What can I do to make your day better? You in this break? You're not. I was going to say I could hit you. I don't even really know what the biggest chase in this is. 101. A 1 of 99. What's Nottingham like now? Migration huge issue. Spot the Englishman. Yeah. I know all about it. James H out of 799 for the Dockers. I hear all about it, but it's just it's an England-wide problem, really. But the touristy spots like Nottingham, London, all the really touristy spots have probably seen the worst of it, to be fair. I'm Ho Chadwick. I'm genuinely zooming through them. This is a PB. I don't want to go crazy fast. I've just got to find that happy medium. Bobby Hill out of 99 for the Pies. I'm just screen grab the comment of you saying Manchester is decent. Going to use it out of context. Fuck you, Sean. That was not what we agreed. I'll take it back. Manchester. I actually don't know. Manchester is a lovely place. Just filled with dickheads, really, that support terrible clubs. On the other hand, Liverpool is the greatest club in the world, but I don't know if any of you have been to Liverpool, but Jesus Christ. Out of 199, we have Ben King for the Suns and Bailey Scott, 100 milestone games out of 240. Stephen May. Liverpool, if you could take all of the Scousers out of Liverpool, it would actually be quite a lovely area. Like, the shopping centre is pretty good for just the shopping centre alone. The people that fill it aren't great. Anfield's pretty cool. I think I was lucky. I know a lot of people go to Anfield and they're really underwhelmed by the atmosphere and all that. I think I just went at the right age. But like looking back, I probably should have been disappointed because the atmosphere was a little bit shit. Out of 99, Zach Bailey. But I think I was just lucky. I was young, impressionable, and in love with my team. So the screaming 40-year-old woman on benefits that was next to me, throwing her pie everywhere, did not put me off. Tom Mitchell out of 240. Good luck, Chadwick. Hopefully you can score some bangers. Folks, G1 should be live now on the Whatnot. If you want to go join in, I'll be here if you need some free entertainment. I'm glad to hear it, Shawnee. I am glad to hear it. Matt Roll, boom, at 85. I genuinely will die on that hill, though. Like, you can love a club and not a city. 100%. My uncle's a Scouser as well, so that's kind of how my love affair with Liverpool started, because he's the one that got me into football. But he even moved out of Liverpool because his car was getting broken into a front. I've been around most of England, and I've never really felt like unsafe. Like, we have a pretty bad chat problem in Hull. Like, certain parts of Hull, like where my sister lives, is pretty bad for crime, to be fair. There's a lot of council estates and stuff. I need to deal with this base part. But I've never really felt unsafe walking around. However, in Liverpool, I genuinely was scared for my life. I did not feel safe there at all. Just so many shifty looking teenagers. Tomo! How are you, Tomo? How's your Wednesday? What am I doing? Putting bass on my hip pile. Nick Newman for the Blue Baggers at a 7.99. I do genuinely understand why Liverpool can sometimes struggle to attract the big stars, because even that like Zubimendi shit that happened last summer, he was staring at the dotted line and he couldn't sign it because his club distracted him with mountains. And I actually get it. I genuinely understand. Because it's probably not the greatest place to live, for being honest. Oh, God. Blake Hardwick out of 99 for the Hawks. Got some bass and some bass. I need to stop talking, Sean. Everything is going to be taken out of context. Good. Just got back from Melbourne. Do you live in Melbourne area? Or did you come here for a short flight, for a short stay, Mr. Tomo? Went to a music festival on the weekend. It was such a good time. Which one? Which one did you go to? I think we might have already had this discussion. I was talking to someone about a music festival recently. I think. Bass. At a 3.99, Hugh McCluggage for the Lions. Found a numbered card, finally. Joe from Thursday to today. Ultra Music Festival. Yeah, I know Ultra. I feel like I might have been having this conversation with one of my friends as well. I can't remember if they went or not. Premiership Predictor for the Lions. That looks sick. 38 of 60. Is that huge? Is that a huge card? 3-card set commemorating the AFL Premiership winning team, plus a signature platinum card of one of the Premiership players. That is very cool. I keep forgetting what the big cards, what the big chases are in this. Go and do it, Shawnee. Lions are the favourite. Although my best mate would have something to say about that. He's a die-hard Hawks fan. And he thinks they're winning a flag this year. Box number 4. Right on Lions. That was Cam. Go on, Cam. How was Ultra? Was it any good? You know, I've never ever been to a music festival in my life, and I never will. Just very little of it appeals to me. Although I'm pretty partial to hardstyle. At least I was back in the day. Martin, yeah, that would have been very cool. Riley Sanders out of 99 for the Bulldogs. Do they have like much else at Ultra? I'm not sure we feel it goes off its head in terms of just providing every single form of entertainment known to man that's not exclusively music. Super clear and was just the right vibe. Yeah, that's what you want. Yeah, the moshes can get a little bit out of hand. Like they genuinely can. During the governance, not normal. Dacos. Did you pitch a 10? My missus went to maybe Beyond the Valley. I actually can't remember what it was called. Whatever one that was a lot, like it was a few years ago now, actually. Pretty Grundy out of 99. And it was the one where it genuinely was just like pissing down with rain. The whole thing just was covered in mud. It was the worst weather you could have possibly imagined. She had a miserable time. Caleb Sarong. No. Three stages: main stage, resistance, which is a techno stage, and UMF stage, which is for the lesser artists. Just a one-day event of Flemington. I might have to check it out, Tom. I might have to check it out. One day doesn't sound bad. It's the camping in mud for 7 days straight that would probably get to me. Is that Guthrie for the Cats instead of 799? I was going to say 3. I was going to guess and say 3, but I would have been wrong. Peace. Oh, 1 to 10 is perfect. Boom! Mark Blickavs at 85 for the Cats. Blickats. Wiz. Taylor Walker for the Crows. It's out of 99. Peace. Baby Scott, unnumbered. Base. Miles Bergen out of 799 for Adelaide. For Port Adelaide, I should say. Go on text. I genuinely don't know enough about AFL to really make any comments on this. I tried very hard to get into it when I first moved over here, but it just didn't stick. Picked a team and everything, but just couldn't get it to stick. But yet I'll stay up till 7 a.m. in the morning watching the EPL all night, very happily. He's 35 and still one of the best forwards. A little slow, but still great. Bang. That's what you want to hear. Norm Smith, bang, predictor. Nice little signature redemption for the Carlton. I was actually just reading that out to myself whilst also speaking. Is that a 60? Norm Smith, isn't that the, like, it's not the best on. Best forward, maybe? Oh, Go on, Carlton. Blues is Kate. They are not making a granny. Oh, it's the best on for the last game of the season. There you go. There you go. Yeah. I was wondering why that sounded so familiar. Jordan Dawson for the Crows at 399. Gold cards look so nice. They do look really nice. But I agree. I don't know shit all about AFL, and even I know that Carlton are going nowhere near the grand final. Jeremy Cameron for the Cats. It's out of 240. There you cost again. Base. So that they have to make it for that to activate. Interesting. That's actually pretty cool. I'm a big fan of that. It's like adds an active event to collecting cards. I haven't really seen that elsewhere. I know Topps now try to do it, but it's just not the same. You can't pull it out of the back. Toby Nankervis at 240 for the Tigers. Base. Is that base? Yes. Base. Yes, we did hit one epic. We hit an epic for the Blues. Sam Walsh for Carlton. Probably should make the wall, to be fair. I know these are big chasers. Lucky Jones. That's numbered, yay. From Port Adelaide. I will go through all the base at the end to double check that I don't miss any numbered cards. Numbered cards, I should say. Alright, that's 4 boxes down. We've got 8 to go. We're getting there. We are getting there. How good do they look? I know, the epics look so good. We hit an epic signature redemption the other day. I actually didn't even really realise at the time, but I'm pretty sure I had a freakishly good case. I'm pretty sure we hit 2 epics, just like the base parallel, whatever you call that, and then an epic signature. We also got a bunch of the redemption auto cards, which is cool. Me and Baker and Shy out of 99. Oscar for the Lions. It's out of 240. Base. Pendlebury. Dingleberry. Another epic Nat Fife. That's sick. 13 of 40. I almost want to mag that. Could someone quickly tell me if I can mag that? I need like it to be worth over $100, and I'll put it in a mag. Myriad signature redemptions as well. 2 base black epics and 1 sig epic in a case. Okay, I reckon we were probably on about average then. Both epics should be mag. All right, putting this in a mag. Thank you for that info. I'll put them both in the mag. Hi. How are you? Good. I don't actually think I magged anyone when I did the first case, which was a grave error on my part. Alright. There's epic number 1. Who had the purple haze? Can't read. Matt Feast! Feasting once more, Mr. Matt. Let's rescue the sandwich. Put him in a mag as well. I've got 1,100,000 point mags and very few 55 on my desk. Hey, well on Kate, you had the other epic. Nice. They look very nice. Well over $250, Jesus. I'm not at all across the AFL comps. What is a? I was told that because there aren't any 1-on-1s. Got a boom as well. Nick Lastuin, Tigers. I was told that because there are no 1-on-1s, the chases are the one of whatever. What do those sell for? Do they comp well? Like we hit a 1 out of 99, I think, of some random bozo. Yeah, I might have to check after I get off stream. I probably should have just answered that question myself last night, but I didn't. Ryan is a base. Matthew Kennedy, 100 milestone, out of 240. Is it Blues case so far? They've made too many variants across the board, yeah. I kind of can see that, Brendan. Still decent though. $200. I'm so conservative around mags now. There was a time in my life when I was literally magging up every single $30 Marvel card I hit. Zach Butters is out of 99. Nice. It's kind of the case for a lot of products printing. It doesn't stop me enjoying them, but even Marvel Platinum, when that came out, I was so hyped. I love that product. But oh my word, there should never really ever be cards numbered out of 799. That was most of the hits in Marvel Platinum. And we got one like really odd case where we just hit in every single box there was like 2 greens out of 10 or less. Hey, Trent Rivers is numbered for the Demons. Goal, Riley West for the Bulldogs. There. John Newcomb. The Nuke. Waiters as well. Not bad. I feel like the only note I have on that, Brenton, is people have been saying whilst the hobby is hot for such a long time now. At a 799, we got a day cost that's very good. So I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, yeah, you're right. It is companies just trying to take this. However, I am fully on board that this is all just here to stay now. I don't think there's a bubble. I think there might have been in COVID, but I don't think it's ever going to pop. I really don't. Too much money in it now, too many eyes on what's happening. It would take something huge for the bubble to pop, but I just don't think there is one. Chad Warner, 199. Base. Dane Ramp had 240. Why did I put that Dacus on the wall? That was actually a mistake. I was just doing that absent-mindedly. Alright, I need to take care of this base pile again. It very quickly grows out of control. That's not. Okay. Getting some. Oh no. You were there for the junk. Yeah, that is something I 100% agree with. That the junk wax era, if anything, I'm fairly confident has been surpassed. Like, I'm pretty across Pokemon as well in terms of knowledge, and the amount of Pokemon they're printing these days is obscene. I think Pokemon alone kills any number of boxes they're printing in the junk wax era. So we're 100% there. I just don't know if I agree that it can be called junk. That's the issue. There's definitely some junk out there, for sure. Absolutely sure. I don't know. I need to really, really, really do some research on the junk wax area because I wasn't really around for that. WrestleMania, yeah, I'm keen for that as well. It's taken me a long time to get back into wrestling. I used to be really into it when I was younger, but I think now is the time. Isn't there a new Pokemon set every 2 weeks? Ah, yes. It's genuinely crazy. It's not quite every 2 weeks. Like, they bring out maybe once every 2 months. But it's the same principle. It's just far too much. Prismatic was absolutely off its head. Genuinely a very good set. Like it actually is a very good set, and I think will stand the test of time. But so ridiculously hard to get, unbelievably hard to get. We have a Kmart local to us that I was told there was lines on the day Prismatic released around so there's like two entrances into that Kmart, and apparently someone had lined up from very early on at one door, and the latecomers are basically just lined up at the other door, and it was absolutely crazy. Darcy Moore Boom is nice, and people ran to the front counter to buy Prismatic. I don't know if they fought, but I know that does happen, and it's absurd. Cards are cool, but you never catch me running for them ever in my life. Lucky Ash out of 240. One of my mates showed me that a PSA 10 Umbreon is worth like 5k. Yeah, can attest to that. The Umbreon is the biggest chase in the set and fetches a very pretty penny. But I would say it's a sort of nebula event because like Umbreon was the biggest chase, even going back for the last 5 years. Prismatic is basically just Evolving Skies 2.0, and Evolving Skies has been the hottest set since COVID, pretty much. So it's generally rare for a Pokemon card, at least a modern one, to be worth that much money. Unless it's called Umbreon. It's so ridiculous, I agree. It's so ridiculous. Like, fighting over it is just absurd. With Pokemon, I've always kind of... I mean, it's no secret. I have been buying boxes of a lot of different card stuff for like the last... I don't even know how many years. Probably since I was like 15, I've been to cards. And for a long time, I had a business that I tried to semi-run as a hobby. Buying and selling boxes. Soccer, Marvel mostly. But really, it was just a front for my parents to not ask too many questions because I was spending tons of money on boxes every week. So I have a big stockpile, and I've sold a good majority of it now. I mean, it's still ridiculous. It's still ridiculous how many boxes and cards and stuff I have. But I've been all in on this hobby for a very long time. Giants Rising Star Predictor Signature. There we go. Another redemption out of 60 for the Giants. Rising Star Predictor. So what needs to happen for this to trigger? Nothing. You just get one. Wins the AFL Rising Star. There you go. I didn't read that properly. So yeah, I've always kind of been into Pokemon as well. I generally just buy like a couple of ETBs, maybe a booster box or two. Usually open one, keep one sealed. That's kind of how I play it. But it's actually gotten to the point where I can't justify it. It's just like getting involved in any of that pure nonsense is just too unbecoming for me to even consider it. Max King for St Kilda. So for Prismatic, I got 5 ETBs and I had them all through pre-orders at ED Games. And I wanted to get more, and it was just... I just couldn't do it. I couldn't line up. I couldn't run. Couldn't fight my way to the front of the counter. Junkrat is not due to quality of products, but the sheer number of being printed, which lowers the return of mid-tier cards being worth anything. Yeah, okay, Brenton, I get it. I feel like, though, you look back, and a lot of those products, because even though I wasn't around for it, like, there was a period of time when I was buying a lot of boxes. Another day cost out of $3.99, that's nice. There was a period of time where I looked into a lot of the early era basketball cards, Marvel as well. And I feel like Marvel was probably one of the worst offenders for the Junk Wax, because they genuinely printed so much shit. And, like, you can look back and it is shit. There aren't case hits. There's no real chasers. There was never any numbered cards. You get an auto here and there. The sketches were low quality. Like, I don't know about most sports, but for sure I can say the Marvel cards that were produced were complete junk. A 240 Jack Martin. They were junk. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sitting out GE together, and I'm sitting out the Team Rocket one as well. For anyone that's into Pokemon, I'm not getting involved in it. It's just silly. But I opened half of what I got for Prismatic. I was going to keep them all sealed, but then I was just like, why do that? Because I'm not going to ever have a chance to open them again. And unfortunately, I got nothing because the pull rates on Prismatic are horrible. Just like they were on Evolving Skies. Which is always the way with those big sets. Like, you're chasing a very expensive card, but then out of those very expensive cards, it's just all crap. Now, the 240, yeah. And the problem with Pokemon now is like there's so many cards you can't even put together a master set. Me and my mate used to do that. We'd buy a ton, open them all, put together a set. That was the proper fun of Pokemon for me, but you can't do that anymore. It's too hard. Koopa? Oh no. My mate has got some still in pre-order. Yeah, I know they did. There was something with that. They had like a certain date because I think my mate got. I think he might have got his now though. So maybe he got them early. Finn Callahan for the Giants. Stained glass. It's nice out of 99. Luminous is called. Sam Taylor out of 240. I noticed the big hitters always have 2 numbered cards in them for some reason. It's very nice. How are the Giants? GWS is Cam again. Yeah, I think there was like something with EV Games where they basically had pre-orders open for a really long time. Like it was actually really easy to get. They were open for like almost a week, and me and my friend ordered. I think whatever the limit was. I think it was 5 each, and there was some email that went out that was like, if you ordered before a certain date, you were going to get them on release. So thankfully, I got mine on release, but I know some people are still waiting, which is absolutely crazy. But Pokemon aren't stupid. Like, they will print somewhat to order. Like, even though it's not a proper print order, there's still not like a finite print run. That's the big difference, but with, Pokemon and other non-TCG games. Non-TCGs. John Noogle. They just can print an obscene amount of cards and can just continue doing it for as long as they want. I think they're still printing 151, which came out like 2 years ago. And like, yeah, it genuinely is one of the most popular sets they've done, but they printed a ridiculous amount of it. And they're still doing it. Base. Harris Andrews for the Lions. So that's 799. I've thought about kind of just selling all the Pokemon quite a few times now. The problem is with it is that despite the fact that they print so much of it, it continues to go up somehow. There was at one point in my life I had a case of most of the Sword and Shield era. Go on, Petra. Brownlow predict a signature. Is he a chance? I don't know if he is. That'd be very cool. On Pet. The Demons. I don't know. Should I mag that up? I don't know. Probably not.
Demons is Cam. How many times have I read out your name today, Cam? It's getting a little bit silly. Yeah, I used to have like a case of most of the Sword and Shield boxes. Not Evolving Skies, unfortunately, but most of them. I had Fusion Strike, I had Chilling Reign, I had a lot of those. And I sold a lot of them before they zoomed up in price because I just couldn't justify sitting on cases of Pokemon that take up so much space when there's so many people that are surely doing that. Like, there are full-on subreddits for investing in this stuff, so there are tons of people sitting on Pokemon product. And yet still somehow it went up in value. All of it did. Which is why I struggle with the whole Junk Wax thing, because it's like, Pokemon's a perfect example. There's really not much that I can understand that's propping up that market, other than just a pure worldwide fandom, which obviously is a big deal, but I don't know. Millions and billions of boxes printed, and so many people sitting on cases of them, and yet still somehow they go up in value. Bonton Petty at $7.99. The Bunts. I don't get it. Jesse Hogan. Toby Nankervis. Luke Jackson for the Dockers at a 99. Tim Kelly. Trent Rivers as well. And some base. Filippo at a 399 for the Saints. Base. Alright. Let me just do one thing. Just want to do one thing. Okay. Get rid of this base. Five boxes to go. Harrison Jones for the Bombers. This. Patrick Lipinski. Jai Simkin for the Kangas. It's at a 240. This piece. Harvey Harrison out of 99 for the Pirates. Boom! Jack Viney for the Demons out of 85. Pets. Tom Stewart for the Cats. It's at 240. Logan McDonald, Jaden Short. Colby for the Kangas, unnumbered, and a giant. Hoping for an Adelaide Epic Sig. It is coming. There is an Epic Sig coming. I'm pretty sure of that. Luke Jackson. Cam. Would be nice. It would be nice to get a big hit. City Swans, Nick Lakey out of 99. I probably carved my hand up the other day opening these packs. Numbered Riley West. It's a cool looking colour. Gold, Toby Green for the Giants out of 79 and 9. Nick Larkey for the Kangaroos out of 399. Well. Zach Butters for Adelaide, 240. Base. Sometimes my hands just completely betray me. Matt Roll for the Suns out of 99. Tell them to do one thing and they do another. Ooh, wild card. Brownlow's signature predictor for the Cats. 41 to 60. I don't know if that's going to happen. Last pack of this box, and then we've got 4 boxes to go, which is 72 packs if my math is right. Steel is numbered. Gone Saints. This. Sort of slowly figuring out where those other cards coming from. Before we go, Booze, Connor Rozier out of 399. Shy. Reese Stanley for the Cats out of 240. This. Jesse Hogan for the Giants out of 99. Are you into Pokemon, Tomac? collect AFL and sports. Isaac Heaney out of 85. Nice boom for this one. Luke Davies out of 399. Honestly, not really. I'm a sports card collector. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's kind of where I started. I started with soccer cards before I really got into Marvel. And then it was a slippery slope from there into collecting everything under the sun. Genuinely everything. I'm pretty sure I've got Fortnite cards somewhere. Harris Andrews. The Lions at 799. Do you collect much NBA, soccer? What's your poison? I have two art cards from Pokemon pack bought 4 months ago. Do you know what they are, Brenton? Epic Sig Redemptions. Ooh. Jack Gunston out of 240. That would be nice if we get one of those. Bought your first ever comics. Bang. What were the comics? Were they graded? They do grade comic books. A lot of people don't know that. Coleman's signature predictor for the Kangaroos, 30 out of 60. Nice. Kanga's getting a hit. This is a huge one. Am I magging this? I genuinely don't know at this point. I'm gonna put it in top load for now. Can find out just in a box mixed with other cards. You could be sitting on a gold mine. Some of the art cards sell for a lot of money. I always see posts of one thing that really shits me about Pokemon is just that I had the opportunity to collect it a lot as a kid. I'm like, I was one of those really weird kids that would keep pretty much everything sealed. Like, it's literally in my DNA. And it always has been. I still have unopened Match Tax packets from like 2006. But obviously I did collect cards and I opened a lot of packs. But I always had that bug in me where I would always keep at least something sealed. And I had the opportunity to collect Pokemon, but it just wasn't really big in England. Like, it was sort of, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Was by far and away the biggest TCG in the UK when I was younger. Everyone was collecting Yu-Gi-Oh! So I got a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not really worth that much. And yet, if I had been born in the US, I think I'd be a millionaire by now. With how much of that I would have kept sealed. And you see all of these posts of people posting their first edition base set packets, booster boxes, fully sealed, worth 250k. It's just a little bit crazy. Harley Reid for the West Coast Eagles. I got a lot of those moments. There was a time where I and ahed over buying a case of 2017. Or was it 2016? I think it was 2016 Flawless. I get confused by all the years. I think it was 2016 it came out. 2016 Soccer Flawless. I had the opportunity to buy a full case of it. It was sitting on eBay for a good 3 months. And I was so close to pulling the trigger. But I just, at the time, couldn't justify spending what would have been like 4K or something at the time, AUD on mere soccer cards. How wrong I was. Should have pulled the trigger. I should have done it, but I didn't. And I know the worst part about it is I know I would have kept it sealed. I would have just sat on it. I would have just put it in the cupboard for 3 years. Alright, let me catch up. Not graded, but bought the Civil War 1 and 2 series and Avengers vs. You honestly couldn't have picked better. The Civil War comics are a lot of fun. Very different to the movies, but a lot of fun. And you can't ever go wrong with Avengers and X-Men. Anything. Avengers vs. X-Men, Avengers and X-Men, they're all bang. They're all amazing. Okay, let me look at prices. Mag Charlie Conroy. What did I miss? Where is Charlie? Let me do an assessment. Shit, did I miss a 1 of something? There's a 5. Nicola Q is one of the favourites to win the Coleman place for North. Above 150, that Coleman. Shit. I genuinely can't see a Charlie here. I don't know. I've been chasing the Civil War 1 for ages in Ace Comics in Melbourne. Ace Comics is such a good store. Not enough love goes to that store. It's better than Minotaur. I don't like Minotaur. There's a Minotaur Comics in Melbourne and it's not great. I'm going to mag this because why the hell not? 150 plus. No, I know what you're talking about. I just don't know what Brenton's talking about. I feel like he might be taking this. There's so many good comics to chase. I also collect comics pretty hard. I have a Avengers issue number 1. Subtle flex, I know. It's a CGC 4.0. And I bought it before everything went crazy and then just couldn't ever sell it. I could have sold it for like probably 1,000% profit. But I just can't. I love it too much. Far too much. Base. My mate wants to go critical hit, which I wasn't keen on, so look for some stores that I'd be keen on. So yeah, you picked a good one. They're a good store. The owners are very nice people. Some comic book store owners are very not nice people. I don't really know much about critical hit. I actually even think I've been there. But yeah, there's some. You probably get it with everything though. But yeah, there was one a while ago. I won't say the name, and the guy that owned it was such a prick, such a dick. Like, just wouldn't ever price any of his stuff in, like, obviously you've got like long boxes full of comics at a lot of these stores, and he never priced them, and he would just get you to pick them out. You'd go up and ask for a price, and he would basically just look it up on Google and then add 20% and then get annoyed at you for making him do a little bit of work if you didn't buy it. How much is it worth now? I haven't actually checked recently, but I know at the height of COVID, I looked it up and it was like, I didn't even look it up. It actually just came across my feed on Instagram. There was a sale of a 5, I think, for like 9k Australian dollars, which is crazy because I paid literally maybe $500 Australian years ago. And again, it's like, you can and ahh about all this stuff. Like, I could have probably bought a high grade and it would be worth a ton more. Like, the higher grades of those early comics sell for crazy money. Like, anything 8 or above is like in the 5 digits, 5 figures we're talking. But I got a 4, which I'm over the moon about and still am. But I think now it's probably worn off a bit. I think especially with all the Marvel movies kind of shit in the bed recently. So I imagine it would probably be around the 3k USD amount, maybe a bit more. Don't know, something like that. Which isn't bad. But it really doesn't matter because I'm never selling it. And that's the problem with a lot of this stuff is there's too many things that I get and I go, yeah, this should be a really good investment. And then I just can never sell because I'm in love. That's why it's a hobby. It's why it should remain a hobby and nothing more. Imagery and illustrations are honestly beautiful. That's the thing for me. That's the thing about comics for me. I actually think out of everything, comics is probably my biggest love affair. Just has a special place in my heart. And Marvel cards are a very close second. And it's purely on the back of the art and the stories. Some of the stories are actually very good. Jesse Hogan, which makes sense because it's spun out into a multi-billion-dollar franchise. And that doesn't come from nowhere. My mom is a borderline professional artist. She's been an art teacher her whole life. She's dabbled and she's produced some amazing artworks. She illustrated the picture book that I wrote years ago. And that kind of led into her also starting to really appreciate comic book art because I would always show her stuff from it for inspo. Katz Coleman has Jazdo too if you're magging. I'm not magging that. That's the thing though. It's not a bad idea, Tomo. It's actually not a bad idea. Like, now's probably the time. It's probably a good entry point right about now. Because I kind of feel like Marvel will sort their shit out. But even if they don't, like, I really, really do believe in Marvel stuff. Because I just think that what they did with the whole Endgame, Infinity War, that whole thing was untouchable. Won't ever be repeated again. Isaac? I don't know. And I think it's one of those things where it's been such a popular culture zeitgeist for so long. Even if it fizzles out, even if people start to hate it, there will be a day where people look back and they want a bit of that. Weeders out of 399. The first Weeders hit I got, which is a bit sad because I should be getting more Weeders. Matt, do you have a vested interest in me magging it? I will mag it. I will mag it. At 240, I just have to find it as the issue. Jezza isn't rated highly to get the Coleman currently. Yeah. Did I even hit a Cats Coleman? It was a Brownlow. So I don't know. I don't know if that gets a Mac. That was a North Brownlow, you're correct. Where is the Jezza then? Did I hit one? Am I losing it? First box. Coleman. I don't think I hit one, Matt. I don't think it would be in this pile because I top loaded every redemption that we got. Unless I'm genuinely blind. You weren't here for the first 3 boxes, okay. So we might have. Really, the answer, Matt, is that I don't have enough info about AFL to know what to mag and what not to mag. Hey, I did. You're right. Sorry, Matt. Absolutely will mag that. Found it. I found it. Oh, there we go. All right. Cats common predictor. I don't know how I missed that. I actually must have just flown by it. I was going way too fast at the beginning as well. I was going a little bit too fast, and I had to slow down. Ryan Leicester at 240. Jade Gresham for the Bombers. Last pack. We've got 2 boxes to go after this. 2 boxes left, and we still haven't seen our epic sick. If it exists, if it's in the case, we still haven't seen it. Here it is. Speak of the devil, and he appears. Put that down. Good luck, folks. It's out of 40, as they all are. It is 2 of 40. We were so close. Good luck. Jacob Van Rooyen for the Demons. Epic black signature card. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Well done, Demons. Melbourne is Cam again. Cam has done very well on this break. Very well. These are such nice cards. Fuck, I've done a lot of magging today. I think I'm blowing Neon's mag budget for the week. I just wish I wasn't so fucking silent every time I do it. I actually can't help it. I practice off stream talking whilst magging. Just doesn't work. Doesn't work for me. I have to have the tongue out and everything. I've got to eyeball it. Proper focused. Alright. We hit one. 2 boxes to go. Let's finish off strong. We need a bit of space here. I'm going to put these back here. Oh no. Oh no. Numbered Luke Ryan for the Dockers out of 399. Go on, Cam. What if you put some tunes on? Would that help you? I don't know if it does. Actually, the other thing is, I don't think I'm allowed. I don't think I'm allowed because we stream to YouTube. I don't think we're actually allowed because we get copyright. Get striked. Get a ban. It's kind of a Whatnot exclusive feature. But I don't know if it does really help me. I don't think I mag any better. I kind of just have to make up the music in my head. I noticed that is exactly what I do. I hum to myself a lot. Go Rowbottom. James Rowbottom for the Sydney Swans. Jumper number 2. I hadn't even noticed that. That's sick. That is so sick. Dusty Moore for the Pies. Out of 99. Boom! Taylor Walker for the Crows. 85. Is that numbered? No. Yes. Pickett for the Demons. Go on, Cam. Bang. 2 of 40 jumper number. Sick. That's very cool. Harvey Thomas. Are you numbered? No. Yes. Have you watched Daredevil, Tommy? You got to get on it. It's very good. It's very good. I was a sucker for the OG Netflix show, so I might be biased, but it is very good. And I'm very excited for Thunderbolts. I feel like, in theory, the next 2 Marvel movies should be, well, really the next several should be amazing. Because they kind of stopped trying for a while, and apparently they've started again. They've started trying, and the Thunderbolts is supposedly the first time we'll be able to see that in the flesh. I don't really know how much I buy into that. But that is what we've been told. That they changed up their production process. And the Thunderbolts will be the first movie where that is the case. Fantastic Four movie also does look good, but I have so many reservations. Zach Merritt, 1 of 99 for the Bombers. Go on, Merritt. I'm not going to mag him. I'm not going to mag him. But I don't know if that's a grave error or not. I feel like I'm going to get bullied into magging him. I feel like Fantastic Four movie is a hard thing to pull off. But I'm hoping with all my heart that it works and that it's a major success. Luke McDonald out of 240. Jake the Snake. How are you, Jake? Paddy Dangerfield out of 799. Dulcie Wilson is unnumbered. Yes. Apparently, the Thunderbolts early test screenings were raving, absolutely raving. Go on, Petch. Petch out of 99. We love to see a bit of Jack Petch. We really do. We love to see that here at Neon. Brownlow predictor signature. It's the Bont. That's sick. 15 of 60 for the Bulldogs. Marcus. Who had the Bulldogs? Cam again. You are smashing it, Cam. Is the Bont? Is he a chance for the Brownlow? Is he? Wow. Cody's unnumbered. Wrong year for Bont. Is he injured? Jai, the Nuke, out of 399. Jack Sinclair. And a last box, hopefully something still to go. Good luck, folks. Last box of AFL. I do have another case. Bailey Williams out of 799 that I'll probably chuck up at some point. I don't have either of the Mac products. I wish I did. I genuinely wish I did. I love Breaking Immaculate more than anything in the world. But I don't have either of them. So one of the boys will be along somewhere. How are we going with the Mac? And I've got no one to check in with me. Is there much left? I hope there's not. Ollie Wines is at a 240. Base. That sucks. I thought that might have been a banger. Tom Green for the Giants. 99. Base. Boom! Jake Waterman for the Wheels. Out of 85. Base. Jimus for the Dockers. I'm ridiculously hungry. I'm not doing it. I don't know what to have. Does anyone else consistently not know what to have for dinner? It's something that I thought I'd grow out of. My grand old age of 28, but I still just feel like a child. Every single night, unsure what to have for dinner. So Bedford, I think this should not be numbered. Sucks. Noah Anderson. Base. Halfway to go. I feel like we would have hit a 1-on-1 if I'd broken a Mac. I'm on a bit of a streak recently. I did hit my first super last week. Last week. What was it this week? It actually might have been this week. No, it was Sunday. It was last week. Because it made the last, well, this most recent top 5 is, pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Should have taken the top spot. I'd be pissed if it didn't. Premiership predictor of the Pies, 11 of 60. Are the Pies going to win? I don't think they are. Wait till you have kids and you need to decide what to feed everyone. I feel like, in a weird way, it'll be easier because I don't have to just think about me. But yeah, I can kind of see that. I already sort of have a kid. My partner's a bit of a kid. She never knows either. Gold Oscar for the Wiggins. Peace. I'm just going to feed my kids chicken nuggets for their entire lives. So what would happen if I was a single dad? I genuinely think I have it in me to be a good cook. I just don't have the desire, unfortunately. Caleb Sarant at 240. Elliot Yao for the Wheels, 47/99. No Bolters on the number. Base. Last pack. I don't know if it is. It might be. I'll just do it. Why not? I'm in a magging kind of mood tonight. Jai Clark is where we finish, numbered out of 399 and a bunch of base. Okay, mag up this Pies. Good Bandit. Just knocked out a 2-hour AFL case. Actually, I think I broke that slower than the last case I did. Which is a little bit crazy. Because I felt like I went really fast at the start. Whereas last time I was just consistently not that fast. So I'm a bit shocked about that. Although I did spend the first 20 minutes of the stream fucking about. There you go. Alright, let's do our recap. We hit a stack, a ridiculously tall stack of number cards. As is always the case with AFL. But the big hitters, a bunch of round predictors. Alright, let's start here. Paddy Dangerfield. We got him out of 99. We got 2 gold Nick Dacos. One was out of 399, one was out of 799. Stained glass for the Giants, Finn Cullen. Zach Merritt was a 1 of 99 for the Bombers. Brownlow's, Bunts, Wildcard, Pets for the Demons. Premiership Predictor out of 60 for the Lions. Rising Star, Anna Norm Smith for the Giants and the Blues. And up high is Premiership Predictor, although I don't think it's going to happen. On to the big boys. 2 common predictors, North Melbourne and the Cats. Well done to those who got a chase. Pancakes are an amazing meal, like so ridiculously underrated. People just assume they're only for breakfast, but they're not. Pancake Polar hits ridiculously hard at any time of the day. Nat Fyfe and Sam Walsh were our 2 epics out of 40. And our big boy, Jacob Van Ryn, 2 of 40, which is jersey number as well for the Demons. Thank you, folks. That was a lot of fun. Is my screen frozen? I guess it doesn't really matter. Why is it doing that? It still says I'm streaming. Hey, I'm back. Alright, let me turn my camera back on. I'm surprised that didn't happen earlier, to be fair. Alright, my camera doesn't want to turn back on. I don't know what's happened. We got some really good cards. That's where I'll leave it. Because I am incredibly hungry. What is going on with this camera? Hey, we're back. Alright, let's try that again. Mag boys. We got our Premiership Predictor for the Pies. Cats in North Melbourne were our Coleman. And our 2 epics, Sam Walsh and Nat Fyfe out of 40. And the jersey number, Jacob Van Ryn, Epic Sig Redemption out of 40. Okay, there we go. Done it. Are you happy, Bandit? Are you happy? I hope you're happy. We better be full on everything. We better be full. Alright, I need to move that out of the way. Thank you, Bandit. I do live and die by your approval. Alright. Let me take you over to the website very quickly. I don't know what Rod's doing. I imagine he's doing something with shipping. Alright, load of mini for Warriors, Wolves and Co. is finito. Can run that. Forget the mini names out. NBA main is down to 6. I'm not sharing my screen. There we go. Celtics, Hornets, 76ers, Trailblazers, Spurs, and the Jazz. And a Mac, the main is down to 24. Still a bunch of big boys to go. And over in the mini town, there's 3 left for an everybody wins. A lot. Alright, let's run this NBA mini. Just getting the team names out. And I'm missing one. Okay, here we go. Loading mini for Warriors, Wolves, and more. 7 times. Max is up top, Jake down the bottom. This top 4 win. Good luck. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Final time. Good luck. 7, Matt, Chris, Max, Jake, and Ev. Bang, bang, bang. Here's where you ended up. Matt's got the Warriors, Max the Timberwolves, Jake the Pacers, and Ev's got the Raps. Yay! Alright, folks, I'm going to go and smash some food. I'll see you all later on. And yeah, have fun. Go and join Georgie on Whatnot. He is doing